Hello, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney and I'm answering publicly posted questions on Avo.com, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. And here is our question. Can a manager force you to stay past your scheduled time? I was scheduled to get off at 12 a.m. and I said that I had to leave. And here's the body of the question. There are 3 shifts on my job, and a staff member called out on the 3rd shift. My colleagues and I were working the 2nd shift, and the supervisor for the 3rd shift sent a group text asking if anyone from the 2nd shift could work on the 3rd shift. Someone replied that they could, but that they would be an hour and a half late. The manager asked if anyone could stay until that person came, and we all said no. Then later that night, the supervisor asked me directly, and I stated I couldn't stay. At that point, the supervisor stated that because the supervisors were teleworking from home, I couldn't leave my post if no one else was there. Okay, so there are parts of the country where, and certain industries where they're not allowed to do that to you, right? Nurses are sometimes protected from this. In New York City, fast food workers have some protection from this. So there can be local laws or industry-specific laws that protect you. There can also be collective bargaining agreements for unions that protect you from this, right? This is a possibility as well. But for most employees, this is something the employer can do, right? They can tell you, hey, you have to stay. Now, they can't make you work, right? I mean, that would be indentured servitude or worse. I don't want to use the term that hops to mind, slavery, right? But because that certainly the comparison does not match. But it would be forcing someone to work against their will, which gets really dicey really fast. Right? And our system is very aggressive towards that because we have really good reason to not want people to be forced to work, right? However, the solution here is that if you refuse, and if there's no law or collective bargaining agreement protecting you specifically, then the employer could just discipline you or could terminate you, which is, not ideal, right? So I know that seems really unfair, and it might be that you have a protection in place, but for most of the workers in the U.S., yes, employers are generally going to get away with this really bad behavior, and I'm sorry. If you found this video helpful, consider liking and subscribing. That helps me to help more people just like you. Good luck.